My name is Debbie Krause and I'm with Financial Services from the Central Office, and with me is
Brenda Allers from Highway Safety and Traffic Division, Central Office.
And we are here to share with you some innovations that we've done in our grants management system, which is a system that tracks the highway safety funds and how we have allocated them across the state with law enforcement agencies and educational groups. And basically what they do is they apply for our monies, the highway safety monies. Maybe their issue is to help with occupant protection, law enforcement of hazardous moving vehicles, maybe
DWI enforcement.
impaired driving, could be DWI, could be drugs, things like that. Anyway, and there's other areas that we do also, but they apply for money in our grants management system. It's an online system, and we go through our funding process to see if we have enough money to help solve the needs that they are going to use the money for. And we do all this online. We take the application, we set up the contract. They start doing the work and start saving lives, reducing fatalities, educating the public. And so when they have these expenses, they submit vouchers in the system online. And then that information comes to us in the central office, and we go through the vouchers, approve the expenditures, and set them up for payment. So now we are in the system of grants management taking care of this side of it, and we electronically approve it and set it up to be paid, which is then electronically fed into the financial SAM2 system. And from there, information goes back to the grants management system about those payments, and then we get reports out of the system. So what I've mentioned so far is the grants management system that has all of the information from the user perspective of the highway funds and the financial system that processes the payments. I also have another system, which is the federal system, where we get this money from the Federal National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. So I've got three different systems that we're having to keep in sync, and that's what our innovation is about. Brenda was every month pulling a report from the grants management system so that I can see if it matches the SAM2 system and also matches the federal system. And Brenda had to spend 8 hours every month pulling that data. So Brenda, share with them how you pulled that data, please.
Yeah, so I would have to actually extract data from the grants management system as well as from a SharePoint system, and then a database query access database system. I would have to export from each of those to import into one system, make sure all three calculated were accurate, synchronized, and then create a report. We now have synchronized all those reports, made them accurate, so they're all three talking to each other. So at a click of a button now, in the grants management system, at a click of a button, I can have that report now within
2 minutes.
2 minutes. And it is accurate, it's synchronized, and it's available to financial services as well as our own highway safety program staff to have that data.
And so what's so neat about that is we were asking her for this information every month and having to have her slip that into her other priorities and workload. Now she doesn't even have to do that. When we need the data, when we're ready to do the reconciliation between the grants management system, SAM2, and the federal system, we can go get that data on our own. Saves her 8 hours every month so that she can do other work. In addition to that, we've also automated another part of the process at the end of the fiscal year. We have to get a report from the grants management system that shows all of our transactions to each contract. There's over 400 contracts that we do every year, and she was having to go into the system and 400 times say, this is the contract I want, these are the expenditures I need, please print this report. Well, that took more than a day. Now we have that also automated, so we go into the system and we say, we need all 400 reports, and she goes in and she says, one time, please print those, and 3 minutes later, we have all of that information going to a printer, and we do get back this much information, and we marry that up to the other two systems. So, big savings in time needed from her.
Yes. big time saving on my part, many hours, many days. That's now all been eliminated to just one touch of a button on our grants management system. And as Debbie said, anybody that has access to the grants management system can run those reports now. It's not just me. Anybody